can be only one podcast, and may it be the Prince of the Universe. Hi, folks. I'm Matt.
And I'm Bruce.
Go!
Hey.
Welcome back.
I'm back.
Well, we had to talk about it.
Wakanda forever!
Neither one of us bothered seeing this in theaters.
I tried to, but I was too busy.
You tried to. You were too busy. Doing what?
Working.
Okay.
Just always was something in the way.
All right. The first movie. I
like the first movie.
I thought it looked like a rough draft. It looked terrible. It looked terrible.
Definitely had some special effect issues.
Oh, it had bad special effects
Blade
issues.
2 and Daredevil level.
It was Daredevil. It was really bad, and it was kind of weird because it seems like they, you know those behind the scenes where they show rough footage. That's exactly what the whole thing looked like. It looked like unfinished special effects.
Not all of it, just some of the
lot of it.
The
anytime there's a blue screen, the Killmonger fight scene was really bad. Anytime the
computer-generated figures were fighting was really bad.
It really was. Really was. So they do the second one, and, we'll just address the whole thing there. Should they have recast Black Panther?
I think they already did. They did in this movie.
No, they gave it to his sister.
No. They gave him a son that he doesn't have with the same name. Wait a couple years, T'Challa's back in the costume.
Wow. That's kind of dumb. Is that the whole purpose of it?
That was
not the weakest stinger of a Marvel movie I've seen.
I mean, it's obvious. I
don't know what the big deal was, why they were saving it from, why they were surprised he was saving that from people or whatever, but that was just to have him live on in some way, I guess.
I don't know. I've never heard a reason why he kept it a secret.
Yeah.
I mean, I've read stories where people were writing the script and hey, we're sending you the script. You can tell us what you think about it. It's like, nah, I'm waiting till you're done because I don't want to do whatever. But he was just too sick and just couldn't read it.
Huh.
He's just he was hiding it from everybody. I don't know why, but he did.
Well, a lot of actors in Hollywood hide that kind of stuff. That's why you see all these other people just have their publicists announce that they're dead. So I think they should have recast it.
They will.
I think
already set up for it.
But
I think the thing is, once it happens, once they switch over to the sun, it's gonna be like it never happened. Like it's always been T'Challa.
So you're gonna fast forward 20 years?
I mean, at the rate these movies come out, by the time the next movie comes out, they can stick a young 20-year-old in that spot. I mean, they said he's 13 or 15.
I think they should just recast it like they did with War Machine, like they did with the Hulk, which no one remembers now. But
they felt like it would be disrespectful.
No, because here's the thing: these things happen. And Spartacus, case in point.
Yeah.
Spartacus, case in point. Oh, it's disrespectful because Andy Whitfield was excellent. He is Spartacus. He is Spartacus. No one else will play Spartacus.
It's too bad you can't go watch Spartacus 2, 3, the later seasons first, then go back and watch the first season.
Yeah, I know. What I tell people, I say, watch the first season, then watch the little half season, and then wait a year.
But you need to forget a little bit.
Well, a little year. You get to forget what everyone looks like a little bit, and then go back. Because I can't hate the guy. He's not Spartacus 2 and 3. He tries,
and he's not bad.
And he's not bad.
Comparing him to
but you're comparing him against. But it's unavoidable. That kind of stuff happens. People, characters die. If you need them, show must go on. Marvel has always recast in the past when they've had to. They've had no one had on this big a scale, and no one's died. I'm saying, but the thing is though, you recast, and it's okay. But the movie, I
think it was just too soon. Maybe if the movie didn't come out for another 2 or 3 years, they would have done it. But I don't think they wanted to do it. So
obviously they didn't want to do it, which is why they didn't do it.
Right after he died.
I think that was a bad decision because it totally negates everything from the first movie. I realize because Black Panther is the king, the keeper of Wakanda. He is the protector of Wakanda. How many times do they have to say that? He is our warrior. He is our savior. He is our.
And it's
and then in the second movie, they're like, we do not need Black Panther. Just because we have Black Panther does not mean we cannot defend ourselves. Just because we have Black Panther can't mean we are the most excellent series in the world.
The movie played like they were just speaking that up. They were just saying that because they had to, because they didn't have a Black Panther. The movie was the characters were they weren't saying it because it was true. They were saying it because they had to project.
Well, they were very strong. They repelled every attack that came at them.
That's true, but
so they didn't really need him, and so that's what it weakens the first movie because Black Panther is not as he is the son of Wakanda. He is the he is the savior Okay, well, he's not that special because Wakanda gets along just fine without him. Just fine without him.
No, not until they get invaded through their river.
Okay.
These South Americans trying to invade their land.
There's movies that go woke, and there's movies that go full Trump. And this movie has gone full Trump.
I know.
I don't know what anyone says about it.
Don't
talk to me about Marvel
Wakanda,
movies going woke.
Wakanda was very MAGA.
Oh, it was MAGA.
They had their wall defending.
No, hold on. Hold on. The very first scene, he goes, we want that. Vibranium isn't dangerous. The people who use it are. Yes, and guns aren't dangerous either. The people who use them are. Wow. You just did the American Gun Association, National Gun Association, what is it?
National Rifle
NRA. They paid for that. Paid for it by the NRA. Yeah. I didn't know the NRA sponsored that. That's a great message to give out. Weapons don't kill people. People kill people. And that's why they don't give them vibranium, because it's not good enough for them. And this is another thing I love. They are totally cut out. It's them versus the world. They established at the very beginning. The world's coming at them, and they're taking on anyone who wants it.
Yeah.
And Anderson Cooper goes, during his CNN review, Wakanda cutting themselves off from the rest of the world. Painting the picture that they're kind of elitist group. They're kind of out there.
Wakanda great
and it's them versus the world. However, when the girl from college, the girl Iron Man goes, oh, Wakanda, I love you guys. Really? Because supposedly the sentiment is it's the world against Wakanda. But I don't know.
No, I mean, that makes sense. They're going to have their supporters. I mean, there's maybe not the...
I guess.
I'm
glad she cares so much. Glad she cares so much. But is she supposed to be American?
Who?
The
Ironheart?
Yeah. Ironheart. Is that her name?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to call her Lionheart. But so Ironheart. Let's talk about the pointlessness that is Ironheart.
That's just set up for the Disney series.
Okay. Well, throw a character in there. Namor wants this character because she's showing him where vibranium is. Wakanda, you get her. Wakanda gets her. Oh, you want to kill her? Well, no, you can't have her kill her, so we won't let you. And then Namor just drops that whole premise and fights Wakanda, and Ironheart has nothing to do but just show up and be pretty Iron Man girl. I love that she's in college, yet she can build an Iron Man suit.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're in college. You can make billions of dollars already. Just go full Tony Stark. But I don't know. But it looks funny because then the other two girls can have a college moment scene saying, yes, I am down and hip and cool with the kids. I guess we're supposed to laugh at that. But it was like, that was so bad. The storyline it is so terrible. They didn't even try.
Well,
and the thing is,
the biggest problem with the movie is it's way too long. They needed an editor so bad.
Yeah, well, that was the first movie too.
Oh my goodness! You felt every minute of this movie.
And every second.
They needed an editor to come in and clean it up because, I think
it went on forever.
They threw up on screen every minute they filmed.
Yeah, it was awful. Don't edit a single thing. So pretty terrible in that version too. The other thing, I don't know if they realize this, but there's a character called Namor in Marvel comic books. Did they realize that? I mean, he doesn't look like the Namor in the movie or talk like him or act like him. But there is a Namor in the comic books. They should utilize that Namor instead of make up their own Namor.
No, this wasn't Namor. This was Namor. I'm still waiting for him to bring Namor to the screen.
L Namor. It was his name. L Namor.
My goodness. I mean,
so, anyway, going back to this being a MAGA film. I mean, a hearty MAGA film. MAGA fans showing up because Wakanda is all walls. They protect their borders. They do not want foreigners. They're afraid of foreigners. They were scared that a foreigner came into their... Foreigners are looked at as enemies and are dangerous.
Corrupting influences.
That they came underwater and everything. Wet backs.
Don't say such things.
Namor had a wet back. How did they defeat him?
Well, they had to dry his back.
Yeah.
That's the flames.
And it dry his back. Okay. So the thing is, though, but how horrible. We can't trust this because he's an outsider. And why didn't our walls protect us? I mean, I can see, a MAGA fans just eating this up. Do they even know this movie's out? I think this is a movie they should start toting. I really do. It is all about isolation. They don't want to be a part of the world. They proudly stand alone, infinite, with all the riches.
By staying alone,
all the riches,
and focusing on their own nation, they became great and super powerful.
Yes. Wakanda is great again. Black Panther. It's amazing. This is a success story. Why didn't Trump cameo in this? Why did he become Black Panther? That'd have been great.
Oh my god. I will say this: Namor.
Oh, Namor's awful in this.
I mean,
He's not Namor
at all.
at all in any stretch of the imagination. He has wings on his feet.
Which I'm glad they did. I was so happy to see that. But
Yeah,
at the same time, it was like, this is not that character.
It's like they looked at Namor and that's all they did. Namor is
They should have said it was the
fake Namor, like fake Mandalorian.
Namor had
the fake Mandarin. There you go.
Mayan princess at some point in the past, and this is their son. Then that would make sense. But
man, that long time where he took the daughter down to his underwater world and nothing happened. She laid her on a skate. It's like 2 hours they could have cut out completely from the movie and we wouldn't have missed anything. So many pointless scenes. But then Namor's backstory went on and on.
Like everything else in this movie.
And on, like everything else, but that just drug. That was another scene that drug.
I couldn't tell if it drug compared to the rest of it. The thing is, they had something that was worth watching if they cut it to under 2 hours.
Yeah.
But my goodness, this thing was.
And I
almost
like the
3
idea
hours.
of the Atlanteans. Is that who they were?
I mean, they weren't. They're
Namor's. I like Namor's people work versus Wakanda, but come up with something else to have them fight. Come up with something else to have them fight. It's just, oh my goodness. And then the queen who died. They didn't know how they could explain that she drowned while saving someone because it's kind of impossible.
That was like the only part that didn't drag.
So they skipped.
Big jump.
They
big
skipped
jump.
to her. She's paddling up with the lady up to the Grail, and then she's dead.
And
what happened?
You drag time with everything else in this movie, and that's where you're going to.
But one of the big deaths in the movie, you just kind of skip to the end because they couldn't figure out. Well, how does she die? Well, her dead body floats to the surface, carrying the other person who revives and is somehow thrown. She threw her up and then just dipped her head underwater. How do you drown while saving someone without the other person? The other person. Did you know that person was out on the? Like she obviously lifted her up and threw her on the grate. And what did she do? I guess just slipped back and went down to the water for another drink. I don't understand. But they couldn't explain that, so they said, well, let's just kill her. It's got to be by drowning because Namor, he's water. But she's got to be saving someone too. And they're like, okay, how does this all work? I don't know. Just skip to that part. Skip to the part where she's dead. It was like, and that's a big death. And you're like, wait, what? What? Because you're supposed to be angry and Namor's supposed to, kill someone and we're even now and stuff like that. And it's supposed to
and I felt like I missed the scene.
And it's totally, you're totally cheated out of that. It's like, wait, she's dead? Is she? I don't know. I didn't understand at first. I don't know. That was just really bad. What else? Oh, I'm so glad that she spared Namor's life because the Wakandans who are independent and were about to be overrun with people. And notice they just wanted them to leave, right? They wanted them to leave. So the Wakandans didn't want to team up. They didn't want to be friends. Namor's hoping they can use them later for Phase 5, I guess, whatever that is. We're going nowhere with this story.
I don't know how we could use this Namor moving forward with Marvel.
No.
They're going to want to make him a good guy, but
I don't understand. Because he kills someone on purpose, and he does it on purpose. He's the bad guy.
He killed lots of people. Lots of innocent people died in this movie by Namor's hand. And the thing is, Namor has done that. It's always been an issue that I've had narratively with Namor is like they should never ever trust him in Marvel comic books because of the thousands of people he's responsible
murdered
for the murder of. But
Fantastic Four just keep giving him that second, third, fourth shot. But the thing is though, Namor never asks for favors, or if he does, he wants you to do the dirty deed, just to capture a girl to college. Why can't he do it? Why can't he get his? I mean, his people are definitely better than the Wakandans. They can beat them. They had them surrounded, about to wipe them out. But no, we hire them to do the job. Why? Because I don't know. It just makes it convenient, puts them in the storyline. It's like you could have done, like again, I'm okay with Namor's people going up against the people of Wakanda. I'm okay with that storyline. But give me a better hook. Give me a better hook. I'm not asking for much. I don't think the CGI was that bad either. I think it was a great improvement.
Than the first movie.
CGI was not a problem this issue. The first issue, the first movie looked so bad. And I was hoping the second movie wouldn't look bad, and it looked good. But then we have a terrible story. I mean, it's just terrible. And what was the music soundtrack? What the heck? Some of the music just didn't jive and didn't do well with in between scenes. It just felt thrown together. I mean, the movie is plotting, of course. We already talked about this, but what were they shooting for?
Part of me is just going to chalk it up that they were so shocked by Chadwick Boseman's death that they didn't know what they were doing.
I don't know.
They should have hung it up for
I'll
another
tell you
few
this:
years.
I did like the silent Marvel
That
intro
was,
with showing all his
the
stuff.
whole beginning, him dying off screen, and Shuri trying to do something to save.
Yeah.
That was the nice, and the funeral. That was nice.
Just they didn't do the Marvel music, but they just showed a bunch of
moment
scenes
of
with them
silence.
as the Marvel titles going. That was nice.
Yes.
I really like that. And at the end, to our dedicated to our fan chat. Yeah, I like that too. But you can still have that, and then bring a new Black Panther in. And yes, it wouldn't be the same Black Panther. I agree. It'd be kind of hard to replace.
They're bringing it back, and they're going to act like it never happened.
Well, I don't know.
Trust me.
I don't know. The movie's so bad. Did this movie make money? I didn't know what it did. I'm sure it did.
Yeah, it made money. I want to think it beat Black Adam.
Oh.
Kicked it out of the #1 spot and made more money.
I think I like Black Adam better.
Yeah, Black Adam was
Black
fun.
Adam just had a few more characters that were interesting, and the CGI was excellent.
Yeah, the fights were good.
It was really good. Yeah. So, yeah, I think I like Black Adam better than Wakanda Forever.
For sure.
It seems like, and I don't like this when they do this. I didn't like it with I didn't like Eternals at all. But I don't like when they just take the first Black Panther was tied into the storyline, right?
Yeah.
Bucky's there and everything else. And nowadays, because they have no direction, they have no idea where they're going. They don't just connect to anything because they don't know. I am convinced they don't have a plan. It's just make a couple of movies, float it, and then come up with something.
I mean, this was
later on.
Phase 4, or
I think this is. I don't know. It's phase
five,
pointless.
5 is moving forward, moving towards Kang. I'm hoping
Kang is the villain then.
Kang is the big villain moving forward.
Okay.
So that starts with Ant-Man.
Okay, well, they should have
where it
done
goes.
something with it. They could have brought someone else in.
This ended Phase 4. Phase 4 has been just a
did
mess.
did they bring in? Was Elaine in this one? Was that Elaine?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
and she was in
She was in this too, and
she was in the Falcon Winter Soldier
and
and
Black
something
Widow
else.
and
The Black Widow. Oh yeah, she was in Black Widow. Oh, I tried to forget that movie.
that's setting up Thunderbolts.
Oh my gosh.
I will say this: she's fun. I'm enjoying her playing that character.
Yeah, I'm interested in seeing what they're going to do with that. But there's been no string. Like we had in Phase 1, Thanos. We know he's coming, so they set the tone for us to know. And I get it. Now we're trying to find Infinity Stones and stuff like that, and it's finally leading to Thanos. Good stuff. Season 4 sets us up. I mean,
nothing. It was just
Way Forward sets up for nothing. They have no
maybe
plan.
just introducing new characters. That's all it was.
And poor characters too.
But we're supposedly going to get.
Is there any Season 4 character that you liked?
I like Shang-Chi.
No, not that good. When Ben Kingsley is your best scene, that's when I realized I didn't like the movie. I was like, oh wait, I just started enjoying this movie when Ben Kingsley was in it, and he's great.
And the thing is, and not because of the Black Widow movie, but
he's playing dead.
Yeah,
dude, I want just a movie with him.
Yeah.
I think he's hilarious.
Phase 4 gave us the White Widow. Which,
she's terrible.
No, she was. I mean, yes, Black Widow wasn't good, but she was great on Hawkeye.
You know what? Hawkeye was good, and Kate I enjoyed. So Kate's one that didn't annoy me.
I'm kind of curious where they're going to go now because it sounds like
she was good.
Hawkeye, what's his name?
Jeremy Renner's
injured.
Well, it looks like
I heard that he lost his leg. That they.
Oh, he did.
That's what I heard. I don't.
I didn't know
not confirming anything, but
they just confirmed he went home from the hospital as of this podcast.
I don't know. I might be giving bad information, but
either way, oh man. Well, I mean, they could CGI a battle real quick and have it where he gets his leg blown off.
And the thing is, they have like the Old Man Logan comic books, Hawkeye, and that he's one armed. They could do something along those lines, but
So you want them to amputate Jeremy Renner's arm?
No, they can tell a parallel story.
No, look out! Look out!
It's definitely more interesting when Hawkeye loses an arm than a leg, but
I'm still more interested in the Deadpool teaser than anything so far we've seen. That's been the best thing of Phase 4. We saw a Deadpool 3 teaser. That was not starring Deadpool, just Ryan Reynolds, and
Hugh Jackman.
So, but But I did like her. Now, who was before Hawkeye? Was there a show before Hawkeye in Phase 4?
I mean, I would
So Hawkeye was the last TV show I enjoyed.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
before that, really, Hawkeye was the last good show. We had,
Yeah,
Loki,
I thought it was a
Loki
good show, too.
And
Oh,
Scarlet
Loki's
was
great.
good.
When does Loki get into season 2?
It's coming out soon. I think they're already starting to put out some images from the filming and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we're getting a little bit. And I'm kind of curious if that'll tie in more with Kang, being as that's where they introduced Kang as one of his variants at the end of season 1. But we'll see.
Hold on, I'm looking. All right, so we had Black Widow, which was terrible. Shang-Chi, no thank you. Eternals, probably the worst movie ever. Oh, never mind. The Spider-Man movie is excellent.
Spider-Man's great.
That's the best thing Marvel's ever put out. Doctor Strange, which was good. I enjoyed it. Thor: Love and Thunder, that was fine.
It was fine.
I enjoyed it. Wakanda Forever, nope, just talked about that. Oh, it says Captain Marvel 2. This is an old thing. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 that hadn't come out yet. Blade, Quantum. Oh, those were all part of Phase 4 originally, and a Fantastic Four movie. Let me see. This is old.
Yeah.
Oh, Miss Marvel, nope. She-Hulk, no. Moon Knight, no. Oh, I Am Groot was actually pretty good. Have we talked about that on this?
Yes.
We have talked about that?
Did.
That's so worth every time. The Guardians of the Galaxy holiday thing I was not impressed with. What If I never bothered with watching.
It's okay.
I want to say there's something. All these are like outdated. Like they're, original, because I see Captain Marvel 2 on here. Why can't they come up with an updated picture? I guess this is just all from the, oh no, here's one. No, that's not it.
Well, they had the big announcement at D3 or whatever they call it. They list, all the movies they've got planned for the next few years. Fantastic Four being one of them.
What's going on with Blade?
I mean, they've got it cast. He had his voice cameo at the end of Eternals.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, remember? Did you watch through the credits and see the end scene with Black Knight?
Yeah.
Looking at the sword.
Yeah.
And then that voice comes in, and at first you're thinking Samuel Jackson. No, that was the guy that's going to be playing Blade.
Oh, bunch of racists who thought it was Samuel Jackson. Okay, yeah, Eternals was terrible too.
Eternals was.
Someone told me that Star Fox. I didn't know that was Star Fox, but he was played by who? The singer?
Yeah, Harry
Styles.
Styles, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I know, but I don't know his music. So
I couldn't tell you.
And I didn't even know that was Harry Styles when I saw it. But someone had told me that.
Somebody told me that, yeah.
Just a few weeks ago, actually. I was like, oh, because I remember I looked it up and it was Star Fox. But if they said played by Harry Styles, I didn't know. So, but they're not going to do anything with that either. It looks like because. I mean, you think Thanos' brother would get some love in there, but they didn't make it. They didn't even tell you it was a connection.
Yeah, I have.
At least
I'm hoping that was just
at
to
least
throw out
say
the
who
comic
you
fans.
are.
You had
I guess that's
Troll,
all it is.
And you had Star Fox.
Well, shoot, Doctor Strange at the end was a throw to fans, wasn't it? His wife.
No, but I'm assuming that's set up for the next Doctor Strange or whatever they do with him next, because that definitely was bigger.
Is Spider-Man getting another one? Is Tom Holland coming back?
Nothing official yet.
Oh.
I'm curious to see what they'll do with the Into the Spider-Verse movies, if they will tie them more directly.
Oh, I hope not.
It would be fun. I mean,
I thought the first movie was good, and I'll watch the second one, but I'm not going to theaters to watch it. I haven't seen anything on that movie, by the way. I know it's coming out.
Yeah.
But what, Across the Multiverse is what it's called?
Yeah, and it's part one. I mean, it's.
Oh, jeez, never mind. Yeah. I hate when they do that. Like, well, can you make it 4 hours instead of 3 hours? We can split into 2 movies. Hey, why don't we make it 6 hours? Great. Takes me 3 days to watch Avengers Endgame Part 2 or whatever, because they don't even know what they're going to do for it. I hate that kind of stuff.
I'm fine with it.
You're fine with it. Bring it all day. What's the next TV show? I know I asked you this, but I keep forgetting. Oh, never mind. It wasn't on here, but Werewolf by Night was good.
Yes, it was.
That was a good one. We talked about that one. That was a good one. That may be... Hold on. No, I do like Hawkeye better. But Werewolf by Night as specials... They don't have many specials, though, do they?
Just the 2.
Yeah.
Halloween and Christmas.
Yeah, did you see the Christmas one?
I did.
Yeah.
It was flat to me.
Yeah, it was flat, but that
bad, but it
Halloween
wasn't
one
good.
was really good. That one, I didn't know if I'd enjoy it as much as I did.
I know. That was
But
surprised.
they did a good job. So, that's interesting. Maybe they can make something starring the real Namor.
That would be nice. I'm hoping.
That'd be nice.
I'm hoping one day we'll get a big screen adaptation of Namor.
Yeah. Yeah. Hope so. But yeah, so Wakanda Forever, going back to it, I don't think I have anything else to say. Fight scenes were CGI candy, like we've seen in everything. You got to have fight scenes in it. It's okay. But to be honest, besides Namor tearing stuff up, they really didn't show. They showed the Wakandans fighting on the side of the ship.
Yeah.
Then they just stopped. And then suddenly they're surrounded. So they just said, well, what are the cool scenes we have? Nothing after that. We just wanted to show them swinging down from the ship and fighting people one at a time. And she becomes Black Panther. After, I don't know, I'm just not up to the story about, oh, my brother died, now I'm going to go mope around for a year. But then I'm told to snap out of it, and I don't until my mother dies. So then I pick up the crown of Black Panther, and then I go, it's so overdone in movies. So overdone. I wish they would have just gone a different route. And usually Marvel does it. They don't follow those little tropes, like you'd think they would. Or they bounce away from that for so long.
They're getting safe.
When does Robert Downey Jr. come back? When does the real Captain America come back?
Whenever they start losing money.
Oh, that's true. And they throw those money bags right at him.
It'd be like Star Wars, because we were going to get a Star Wars movie a year until Solo. And you had a Star Wars movie lose money for the first time in history. And they got scared and shut everything down.
So that's what needs to happen to Marvel?
Yeah.
Didn't Eternals do that for them? But they don't know when to stop. So let me ask you this. Is there a Marvel character that has not been shown on the screen that you would love to see? Not a storyline, because I know you're going to say something with Hulk.
We've covered this before, and my answer
remember.
will always be Death's Head. Yes.
That's right. Death's Head. So is there a chance he's coming in?
No.
Probably not. Probably not. What about, I just was reminded about an X-Men not too long ago called Random. Do you remember Random? He had he was purple with a do-rag and sunglasses, and he had a gun for a hand. It had like 3 exit points. So it's a big old hand that looked like it
His
was
name
shaped
wasn't
like a
Random.
gun. His name was Random. Look it
I
up.
remember
Random
I know
X-Men.
he did a lot with X-Force. I mean, X-Factor.
X4 or X-Factor, yeah.
Yeah.
My brother was a big fan, and he got us on to watch, reading about him for a while.
Yeah, I remember him. He was big for a little bit.
Cigar smoking. He kind of like a Lobo-esque
Yeah.
type guy,
It was organic gun hand.
Yeah, organic gun hand. I don't know, what did it shoot?
Bone or don't ask. Don't ask, don't tell.
Hey, it was the 90s. Has there any been rumor on what they're going to do with X-Men? I mean, it's funny that they got all this stuff from Fox like 4 years ago and still haven't done anything with it besides that multi-universe thing.
They said mutant. We had Miss Marvel mutant.
They said the mutant.
Namor mutant.
Good.
So, and they're moving in that direction very slowly. But they're really pushing Fantastic Four first. They want that to be first.
Everyone wants that to succeed. It's failed twice. Why not a third time?
We'll see.
Man, I hope Captain America comes back as Johnny Blaze. It'd just be awesome. It'd just be so good. It'd be so good. Chris Evans, just throw the money at him. Have him come back. Does Patrick Stewart come back as 80-year-old?
He looks so
Xavier?
old in that.
Because I know that was just a fake scene where she kind of turns his neck, but I was scared. That scared me. I was like, don't hurt him. Don't touch him. He's going to die if you touch him like that. And I wonder if I'm going to be like that for the next Indiana Jones movie. Because what was he, 78, 79 when he filmed it?
Yeah,
he was late 70s.
Watching the trailer,
he's 80-something now. But that was filmed like a year or two ago. But I know, but when he's doing these things, like, oh, don't be careful. Not because I'm scared that the actor. But I'm scared the actor's going. Didn't he break his leg?
He got
or something?
hurt during the filming. Yeah.
Yeah, because Indiana Jones, you can't do action no more, man.
I just my biggest fear with Indiana Jones is it's gonna be so unbelievable watching a 90-year-old man do whatever he's trying to do on screen.
Well, he's
Like,
not.
okay,
He's not 90 yet.
He can't
He's
punch out anybody anymore because his hand would break. He
Yeah.
can't. He can't. You know,
He's not-
I mean, I rewatched Raiders just recently. It's so good. It's such
So
a good
good.
movie.
So good.
And this one, even if the story is brilliant and perfect, I just don't know if I can believe this 80-year-old man doing anything exciting.
Well, at least Mutt will be back. Oh wait. All right, folks. We'll see you next time on Princes of the Universe.